Yes, people, welcome back to Cars of Sweden Live. There you go. It's me on my own here today in the depot, loads of cars as usual. And I'm going to have a little one-to-one with you people out there today, right? Just me and you, right? We're talking, all right? Okay, right. Let's talk about my childhood. I've always been into cars, right? That's why you see me here working with the cars with Sean and Jordan. Cars have always been, let me turn the camera, look. Cars have always been high on my, sort of say, love list. But when I was a kid, I didn't have like Ferraris or Lamborghinis on my bedroom wall. I had something totally different. If you're in Sweden, you might have had some of these. Like these are the 850 T5s, Rs, and the 850R. Iconic Swedish cars. Now, I would say the equivalent to that would be something that we got outside. I'm going to go into that in a minute. But for me, I had the likes of like Escorts. XR3i was always a car I held in high regard as a kid. And I always thought, yeah, that's a car for me. I'm going to get myself an Escort XR3i. But then the RS Turbo came along. And I'm going to try and throw some pictures up while I'm talking so you can see what these cars look like. The RS Turbo was really special. It normally came in white. Those cars nowadays actually are worth an absolute fortune. But there was one king of all Escorts, an absolute king. And if we go outside now, I can show you. And there he is in all his glory, the Ford Escort Cosworth, or better known as the Cossie. So today we're going to get to know that car a little bit better. And I am absolutely thrilled about that.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, so let's talk about what you would have got if you went into a Ford showroom with Escort Cosworth high on your shopping list. The cars were produced between 1992 and 1996. You would have got a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine giving out around 224 brake horsepower. Now let's not forget that these Cosworth engines were good for tuning up to over 1,000 brake. That's why these cars, whether it was in Sierra or Escort form, were so legendary on the rally circuit. You also got permanent 4-wheel drive and a top speed of 150 miles per hour. With only 7,145 cars produced, this was the first mass production car to produce both downforce at the front and the rear.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this Cosworth now. Clouds are blackening up there. There's a little bit of rain on the car, but let's just go around the car. Okay, let's start with the whale tail, the famous whale tail, which you could have seen on the Ford Sierra as well, Cosworth, which this car actually is a hybrid of. If we go back into the history of this car, what they did was they took parts from the Sierra Cosworth, which was doing great things in rally cars and at the time, and they kind of chopped it up and put it together with a Ford Escort and came up with this. I mean, when you see the Ford Escort Cosworth, it's the wings and the whale tail that stick out mostly. The stance of the car, also the grills on the hood. Okay, let's take a look inside. Right, as you can see, this car is slightly modified from the standard car. For instance, it's got a Momo steering wheel, which I quite like actually, if you put it up against the original. It's got bits of carbon fibre in here as well, I see. That's not the original stereo. Gearbox. When driving this car, you can feel that it's not the standard Ford gearbox in there as well. Now, they usually came with Recaro seats. Now, these look like Recaros, but there's no markings on them that say they're Recaro, but they look and feel the same. The sort of hugging seats keep you in the right place, because don't forget, this car was doing big things on the rally circuit. Back seats Recaro like as well. So four-wheel drive, of course. Another thing that is so RS Cosworth is the dials. What else? That's about it really. The rest is pretty standard sort of Escort Cosworth stuff. The Cosworth badge, of course. But driving the car now, it doesn't feel like it's a standard car at all. I mean, if we look at the engine, I'm gonna throw some pictures in there now. This turbocharger doesn't look standard either, you know, and this car feels like it's going very quickly. So I would imagine that this car's been tuned up. I would say this car is pushing numbers like way over 300 brake. I can't be 100% sure on that, but if I find out by the time we're putting this video out, I will put the correct figures here. And if you don't see anything then I never found out what it was. But driving the car, it feels quick, properly quick. It sounds great as well. So the next step is, let's start this baby up and give you lot a listen.
So I hope you really enjoyed the show today. This car will be up for sale at some point, so make sure you like, subscribe and have your notifications turned on, and we'll see you all again next week for some more Cars of Sweden live.